Hey everybody, I hope everybody's still doing well. For my species I chose the bay cedar. It is a coastal shrub that's ideal for beach dunes because it's capable of withstanding salt water and high winds, so it helps maintain the soil after strong storms. Its name is due to the aroma that it gives off when its leaves are crushed. It smells like cedar, but if you were to eat one it would taste very salty. Its physical description is that it's a small shrub or a tree that grows between 5 and 20 feet depending on how it's treated. It has very dense branches that produce thick green downy leaves. It has small yellow flowers that bloom sporadically throughout the year, and its bark is a rough flaky dark brown, and the wood is very heavy. Its geographical range, the bay cedar was once believed to be endemic to Florida, the Caribbean, Central America, and the Bahamas, but now it's also found in other places such as South America, Africa, Asia, in sporadic islands throughout the Indian and Pacific Oceans, and also in Australia. It's planted by a lot of people for decorative reasons, which could have helped spread the geographical range, but its seeds are also buoyant in salt water, so it's believed that they could have traveled and then germinated on the edges. It does mostly live on just past the high tide mark, on the edges of salt marshes or on coastal dunes, and because it requires moist soil that drains well, and it needs a lot of sunlight. The ecological role is that it is ideal for coastal dunes because of its resistance to wind and salt water. It can survive strong storm surges, so it helps maintain that soil. And it's also a host of two different types of butterfly larvae, the Marshall scrub hairstreak and the mallow scrub hairstreak. Aside from these two types of butterflies, the nectar is used by several other different types of species as well of butterflies, and the fruits are also eaten by birds. On the food chain, it primarily gets its energy from sunlight. It doesn't require a lot of nutrients in the soil or a lot of water. The cedar's fruit are eaten by a variety of birds, and the nectar is also used by a variety of butterflies. Its reproductive strategy is that it will flower periodically throughout the year, and there's several types of different butterflies that feed on the nectar, which will result in fertilization. Once they fertilize, its yellow flowers will produce a brown small fruit which contains the shrub seeds. They are buoyant in salt water, so they're capable of transporting them through the water to other areas. And the seeds do germinate very quickly, but they are known to die very easily, which makes propagation difficult without the proper ideal conditions of growth. They grow, again, mostly in moist, sandy soil just beyond the high tide mark, and they like this because they require that advantage of a lot of sunlight. And the interesting fact that I found is that a lot of cultures actually use this fruit of this tree for various different medical conditions, such as itchy skin, stomach issues, sore throats, rheumatism, skin ulcers, and to stop bleeding. And that will end my presentation on the bay cedar. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to watching some of yours. Thanks.